What's up guys, today's video is on the top 5 best motherboards in 2023. Through extensive research and testing, I've put together a list of options that'll meet the needs of different types of buyers. So, whether it's price, performance, or its particular use, we've got you covered. For more information on the products, I've included links in the description box down below, which are updated for the best prices. Like the video, comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Now let's get started. If you want to save money and still get a solid product, we say check out the MSI Mag B660M Mortar Wi-Fi DDR4, the best affordable motherboard available on the market in 2023. An interesting feature of this motherboard is that it maintains compatibility with DDR4 memory. Switching to DDR5 now does not necessarily mean a loss of performance because we have the capacity of up to 128GB in dual-channel architecture in addition to supporting maximum frequencies of up to 4800 MHz and Intel Extreme Memory Profile technology. As usual for MSI, we're looking at a motherboard with all the gaming DNA. So while it maintains DDR4 compatibility, the generation leap technologies and functionalities have been updated in this model. You can update your rig with full confidence that we have a gaming-ready setup, streaming and productivity. This motherboard has everything you need to get the most out of your components. This model sports an aluminum design with a brushed metal finish for all the heat sinks, something MSI has accustomed us to for its Mortar series. As is almost standard with gaming-focused motherboards, the audio components are physically separated from the rest of the product, as if it were a dedicated sound card. The audio technology is supplemented by Realtek ALC 1200 codec. The device offers support for up to 7.1 channels of high-definition sound. You can also use the rear panel with 5 connections and a digital SPDIF port. The device sports M.2 slots with M.2 Shield Frozer technology. This next-generation thermal solution offers the best performance of your SSDs by maintaining an optimal temperature during operation. Also, thanks to the 12th generation processors, this MSI board supports Lightning Gen 4 M.2, which is the fastest data storage system with transfer speeds of up to 64 gigabits per second. For the listed price, we aren't impressed. Up next, meet the Asus ROG Strix B550E Gaming, the best value motherboard available on the market in 2023. With the B550 motherboards, unlike the B450 series, you get PCIe Gen 4 support, but not as many devices as the X570. The B550 offers support for one PCIe Gen 4 video card. The main reason to consider the B550 over the B450 is future support. The B550 will support Ryzen 3000 series CPUs as well as the upcoming Zen 3 CPUs. The manufacturer has pushed this chipset to the limit to provide it with support for RAM memories up to 5100 MHz and high overclocking capacity thanks to the VRM with 14 plus 2 phases of real power. And wait until you see the design, because you will definitely fall in love with it. This model combines good coolers and 2 M.2 slots with an aggressive ROG aesthetic. Its external connectivity consists of 7 USB ports and an unusual addition USB-C for audio. Asus has included a lot of little details and elements into this motherboard like SATA cables. Having a dedicated USB-C port for audio, a jack adapter is also included and can even be used for a smartphone device. The only thing not included are the temperature thermistors. The design of this model has been vastly improved over the previous generation and now comes in matte dark gray with a white model-style screen print. All coolers are made of aluminum. Black is used as the predominant color with pink lines as details. Focusing on the upper half, a double block of passive heat sinks is responsible for cooling. The 2 blocks have a rib design to improve the result and facilitate the passage of air. Continuing to the lower half, we're looking at 3 coolers, a passive block for the chipset, and 2 coolers for M.2 slots. They're all aluminum, and the fact that they're independent makes SSD installation pretty easy. The RAM support has increased so much that it even surpasses the top Intel and other AMD motherboards. A total of 128GB of DDR4 RAM is supported thanks to 4 DIMM slots that support dual channel. For the listed price, you can't beat this one. Next on our review list is the Asus TUF Gaming Z690 Plus Wi-Fi, aka the best mid-range motherboard on the market in 2023. The Asus TUF Gaming Z690 Plus Wi-Fi offers a slightly less striking design than the top models, but it also offers oversized panels and heatsinks combined with the gray aesthetic that's the trademark of the TUF family. In the upper part, there is an LGA 1200 socket that supports Intel Comet Rocket Lake processors of the 10th and 11th generations. Power comes from a pair of 8+4-pin EPS connectors, controlled by a digital PWM chip, which in turn drives a powerful 14 plus 2-phase VRM. On the right side, we're looking at 4 slots for DDR4 memory under a dual-channel architecture that allows us to install a maximum of 128 GB of memory, going up to 3200 MHz by default, although they promise compatibility up to 5333 MHz under OC without problems. In addition to the slots, we also appreciate the 24-pin ATX connector for powering the motherboard, as well as a USB 3.2 Gen 2 header and another USB 3.2 Gen 1 header for the front connectors. On the bottom half of the motherboard, we find a PCIe X 16 4.0 slot connected to the processor and a PCIe 3.0 slot connected to the chipset, which does not allow multi-GPU configurations. It's a clear cut compared to the high-end, which offers 2 PCIe 4.0 slots connected to the processor. Finally, for sound, this model has the classic TRS connectors for analog audio output and SPDIF for digital. Good stuff, a thumbs up from here. Up next, we present to you the Asus ROG Maximus Z690 Hero, the runner-up best motherboard on the market in 2023. The ROG Maximus series is one of the most desired by all hardware lovers and enthusiasts, and it's a series that is basically made to cater to gamers only. However, these motherboards are also wanted by overclockers and some content creators who need a robust platform with a strong performance, offering responses to heavy workloads. In terms of accessories, this model comes with an M.2 card, Wi-Fi antenna, flash drive with drivers, GPU support, manual, ROG sticker, and a keyring. At the cable level, we find ARGB extensions, SATA cables, and a series of screws and anchors for M.2. The presentation of the Model Z960 is very robust, covered mainly by the heatsink, and revealing very specific areas. This model can hold up to 128 GB utilizing a set of 4 DDR5 RAM slots it comes with, clocking up to 6400 MHz. As expected, the CPU is powered by the mains via a 2x 8-pin connector. Under the cooler, we find a 3x N.2, 2 of which with dissipation on the back. To avoid the use of screws, N.2 has a very simple and comfortable anchoring system to adjust the SSD without screws. With a 20+1 phase electrical system configuration, this Asus ROG model has a robust enough power supply to take advantage of the highest socket processors, and even push them further through overclocking. BIOS welcomes us with a screen that we already knew in the last generations of motherboards. Intuitive and easy to use, even for users with little experience. Furthermore, the built-in audio is provided by the Asus Supreme FX 7.1 line under the ALC 4082 codec. The Extreme Tweaker tab is probably the most extensive tab in the menu, with all the overclocking settings starting with the activation of XMP memory profiles and multipliers. Unlike previous generations, Asus has done a rather subtle job integrating lighting with a different focus. Although in previous generations we found fluidity in the LEDs and even incorporated diffusers so as not to individualize ARGB, this time Asus turns 180 degrees, creating ARGB response with unique individualized LEDs. Highly recommended. Finally, we present to you the gold medal and the title of the best overall motherboard available on the market in 2023. Meet the Gigabyte Z690 Aorus Pro. We're looking at a model that meets the needs of users by being compatible with the Gen 12 LGA 1700 socket, DDR5, and PCIe 5.0, a motherboard with ATX format and dimensions of 30.5 by 24.4 centimeters that's part of the medium and high-end Gigabyte lines. The predominant color is black with gray touches. On the other hand, we have an external connection protector that combines with the largest VRM cooler and comes in black. The board has 4 DIMM ports compatible only with DDR5 memory. It can reach a maximum capacity of 128 GB or a maximum frequency of 6200 MHz, depending on the selected modules. As in the previous generation, this model has support for non-ECC and dual-channel memory. The audio is reproduced from the hands of Realtek with its ALC 4080 codec offering 7.1 high-definition audio, so there is little or no change. Furthermore, the device includes Bluetooth 5.2 connectivity. The BIOS as part of the mid-range is complete in its focus, at least the ones that 99.99% of you will use. It'll allow you to overclock per core, or in total, configure VRM power. We even have a set of presets for the CPU if we want to fully dedicate it to gaming. We would say that it's perfect to accompany it with high-end CPUs like the Intel i9 12900K processor, which will offer its maximum performance. Overall, this product delivers premium performance at the best possible price-quality ratio. You wanted the best, you got it. So that's it for the top 5 best motherboards in 2023. Like, comment, and subscribe to receive the notifications about our latest video.